Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I do not have my book room ready for you all. I'm gonna stop making promises. And teasing you guys, but just make sure you subscribe so you don't miss when it comes about, because the vision is visioning and I'm so excited. I've never had a book space before. I'm so excited. What I do have for you guys today is a Barnes and Noble haul. Yay! So prior to my move, I lived literally a fortnight's drive away from Barnes and Noble, but now I live dangerously close comparatively. I think it's maybe like 10 minutes away. So of course, like when I first got here, I was like, I need to go to Barnes and Noble. So I got this bag of books, I think on maybe 2 or 3 different trips. So I didn't buy them all at once. And I think it's so cute. It says so many books, so little time. And if you're watching this, I know you can relate. So that is what I'm gonna do for you guys. Instead of showing you my book room, I'm gonna show you all of the books that I got. This will be kind of like my August haul. I did show you guys some books like during some of my book shopping vlogs, but it wasn't that many, I don't think. But anywho, I'm just gonna get right into it and stop rambling because you know how I do. So first I have The Only One Left by Riley Sager. This is the only book out of this haul that I have read so far. I actually just finished it last night and it was cool. The ending was the ending gave, but like the overall majority of the book was very just, I'm reading a book. Like I didn't feel nothing. I can't even tell you that I was personally intrigued or interested in it because she's a busybody, and like I don't love a busybody character. Like 75% of the time I don't love that. And like it was cool, and I guess I'm kind of let down because, or just a little bit let down because everyone says that this is Riley Sager's like best book. This is their favorite book from this author, and that's why I picked it up first. And it was honestly and truly, in my opinion, it was so mid. It was the middest of mids, and no. But the end was cool. I didn't see the twist coming. I forgot there was twists, probably because I was so disengaged from the book. But anywho, next I have a couple of more thrillers. This one is Bodies to Die For by Lori Brand. I've never read anything from this author, but one of the ladies that I follow on Goodreads, she reads a lot of thrillers and horrors, and she got this as an ARC, and she was like, freaking 1,000,000 stars. It probably wasn't 1,000,000, but it was a glowing rating from her, and I know she could be pretty critical with her thriller books. So I'm like really interested in it. It has something to do with like the things that you'll do to have a perfect body, like, you know, hurt yourself or lie to people or take all of these like shortcut friggin' surgeries or pills or vitamins or like crash diets and stuff like that because you want a perfect body. And it has a lot to do with like social media as well. So I thought this would be very interesting to read. And then I got My Sister the Serial Killer by Oyinkan Braithwaite. I was saying that correctly. I've been trying to find it. I saw it in store like months and months ago, and I was just like, I'm not interested because I didn't know what it was about. But honestly, I guess the title tells you exactly what it's about. And I guess it's like a funny thriller. I guess there's a character, I don't know her name, but it's a character, and her sister, all of her sister's boyfriends end up missing, and there's a strong suspicion as to what happens to these boyfriends. And I guess it's just like the sister interacting with the serial killer sister and how that all goes down. But it's apparently supposed to be really funny. It looks to be a really quick read. It's well under 200 pages. So I'm really excited to read this one. And I've been in a heavy thriller, I won't say mood, but I've been reading a lot of thriller books as of late, and I think that might have something to do also with why it wasn't hitting for me, that Riley Sager book, because I'm like thrillered out. Like I want to switch it up and read something else. So those 2 books I don't think I'm gonna read anytime soon because I need a break from the thrillers. These next 2 books are surprisingly Nonfiction. What? Who reads nonfiction? Not me. Or not often. Not often do I read nonfiction. But I got 2 nonfiction books. One of them is called Black Love Matters, edited by Jessica P. Pryde, and it has several authors in here. If I had to guess, probably like 10 to a dozen, and some of them do stand out to me as either people that I've read from or that I'm interested in reading from. For example, Christina C. Jones, Jasmine Guillory, you guys know I talk about her as being like a really cozy read for me. A lot. And this book is like a collection of essays that talk about Black love, and I just did a video of all of my Black romance books that I had currently in my collection at the time of filming that video, and it is a huge, Black romance is a huge part of my reading journey and my reading passion, and just I love it. I love it in books. I love it in life. Like I love love, period, but there's an emphasis, a heavy on the Black love, you feel me? So I think this is just going to be so pleasant to read, and I'll feel so seen, and I'll feel so understood and like validated and just hugged. I think I'm looking for in this book. And as you can see on the cover, there is quite some diversity as far as the couples go, and I love it. I'm interested in that one for sure. And then secondly, I got Hood Feminism by Nikki, Kendall, Notes from the Women that a Movement Forgot. So it is my understanding that this is a book obviously on feminism, but it talks about feminism from angles that are less emphasized or less studied or less advocated for, and remember that there are layers to feminism, and there are layers to women and womanhood and girlhood, and just kind of shed light and remember that like there's more to it than just voting and reproductive rights or something like that, or there's more layers to it under those umbrellas. So I'm really interested to dive into this. I do have a few other, side note, feminist type books by Roxane Gay, and I really did enjoy the couple that I have. I think I have Bad Feminist and Not That Bad, and I very much enjoyed them. So if I have nonfiction, it's probably going to be about Blackness or womenness, and Black womenness together. You've definitely caught my attention for a nonfiction book. All right. Next, I have Mirror Girls by Kelly McWilliams. This one is a trope, I think, if you can even call it that I've seen a lot lately, or it's just been like highlighted to me a lot lately, and that is there are twins who have been either separated at birth or they have drifted apart, and one lives on this country or on this side of the world, and you know they're separated, they don't see each other, they don't know each other, they might not remember each other, and they're of color, but one of them passes for white or lives as a white person, and the other person is very much immersed in their Blackness or in their native culture, and they have vastly different experiences, maybe different socioeconomic statuses, and at some point they cross paths, they reunite, and unpack that. I've seen that a lot. This is one of those books, and this has been on my want to read list for a while. I saw it in my Barnes. I'm glad that I can say that, in my Barnes. I will, side note, miss Books A Million though. Like, they held me down. I might even like order from Books A Million online just to like stay connected, you feel me? So anyways, I got Mirror Girls. It's separated at birth. One passes for white, one lives as Black, and we see what happens there. But there's that. Then I have If You'll Have Me by Eunnie. This is a YA like queer romance graphic novel. I am pretty certain that I'm gonna read this next, okay? Because like I said, I've been in this like heavy on the thrillers, but they haven't been hitting for me. Thrillers and fantasy I've been reading a lot lately, and I just so when I was in the store, I had read a few pages, maybe 10 pages or so of this book, and it's really cutesy. If you can see, it's very like tingy on the pink and peaches as far as like the tones of the artistry, but it's really cute. It seems really cute. I can't remember where where this like crossed my path to put it on my want to read, but I'm glad I found it in my Barnes and Noble, and I'm gonna read this soon. Okay, I know I'd be neglecting my my graphic novels. I'm gonna read it. I want to read it. I'm not gonna forget it. I ain't gonna put it away. It's gonna be out and about. I will read that book soon. I am saying it right now for the record. Okay, and then next, I think the rest of the books I have, well, just kidding. I have one more that's not romance, and then I'll just get into those. So I picked up V. Schwab's The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I checked this out from my library a while ago, and along with 7 other books, and this just didn't end up being one that I ended up finishing. I read maybe a chapter of it at that time, and I really want to read it. I really want to finish it. I want to get into it. I want to explore V.E. Schwab's writing because I have some other books of hers that I want to get. I think it's oh gosh, The Darkness of Magic or Conjuring of don't give me, you know what I'm talking about. It's 3 books in that series, and I'm interested in it, but I feel like this is an excellent place to start for this writer. I haven't heard of anybody reading this book and not liking it or even thinking it was mid. I hear it's excellent. It seems like it's historical fiction, or it's a historical book. It's fantasy, but I feel like it is more like modern, maybe because it's set in like New York. It's set in our world. It's just got like magical, fantastical elements in it. It's not like some entirely made up place with like, it's not that dense from what I can understand. So I'm interested in reading this. The pages are long, the words are tiny teeny, so this isn't something that I feel like I'm just going to be able to bang out, but I'm really excited about having this and being able to take my time with this because it has been something that I've been interested in for a while. All right, the rest of these I have are romance books. All right, so first up I have an urban romance. This is called Tainted, Liberties by L.R. Jackson. I just saw this on the shelf while I was in the store, and I have been wanting to read more urban romance. I'm reading one right now on my Kindle, and to see one in store, like, I was so excited. So I read the back. It seemed pretty confusing from the back. I was like, okay, let me see what's going on. I'll read the first like page or so. I ended up reading, I think the first, was it the first chapter? No, it goes through different perspectives. So I read the first person's perspective, and the end of it gripped the heck out of me. It took everything in me to put this book in my basket and check out and not sit there on the floor and read this book. It seemed crazy just off of one page, crazy, and I am freaking bought in, and I cannot wait to read this. But it was in the romance section. It didn't seem like it was romancy from the first page, but I'm bought the heck in. All right, so the rest of these are romances. You know, I posted a short of me finding this book a little bit early, and if you know, I love Brittany Cherry. She just literally makes my heart melt. I love her. This series is the one that I'm reading for my reading challenge, where I read all an entire series of at least 4 books or more, and this is book 3 in the series. I'm still needing to read book 2, but this book is so gorgeous, and I know it's heart-wrenching. Like, I don't even read the synopsis. I know it's going to make me cry. I know it's about grief. I know it's about love, and it's beautiful. I don't care about the specific. I'll find out when I read the book, but I'm just so excited to have that. Then I picked up Ready or Not by Cara Bastone. This is a book that is mentioned in the same conversations that Out on a Limb are mentioned in, and I've been on the fence about wanting to read books that fall into this realm, but I can't tell you that I've heard a bad word, and I've pretty much everyone's giving them like 5 stars. They're saying it's one of their favorite books of the year, and they're so warm and cozy, and that's the mood that I'm in. And it's like friendship, love, and like support and selflessness and babies, and I want to read it. I want to read this, so I picked that one up. Then I got The Last Letter by Rebecca Yarros, bookmarked by Aaliyah. Mentioned that she read this in her, I think it was her August wrap up, and she didn't give us much information. She just read the back, but from you can tell like kind of what the vibe is. But she says that she's not a crier, but this one, like, it took her there, and I don't mind a little cry in my books. Spread out, okay? I don't want to be crying for a week straight, but I do like in a very emotionally heart-wrenching, heavy, tear-jerky, swoony, lovey book. Look on the back, it says a stunning emotional romance. Yes. And Rebecca Yarros, she wrote Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. You already know how I feel about Iron Flame. I won't talk about it. But Fourth Wing, I love the writing. I love the pacing. I love the unique elements of the book. It wasn't a lot of romance in it, so I'm interested to see how she does. For me, I'm interested to see how she does the romance in this book. But yeah, like, I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to reading this one. And then finally, I have The Kiss Countdown by Etta Easton. This seems to be a really short book. All the girlies love it. It's black love. It's STEM love. Well, it's STEM, but I don't think the female is in STEM. The male is an astronaut, if you can't tell. And I think that's interesting. And it is fake dating. And I haven't read a fake, no, I have. But I haven't read a fake dating book in a while. I literally read one last month. But I haven't heard about this book, so I'm interested and looking forward to reading this one as well. So that is all I got. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just kidding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 12 books here that I picked up. That was my August haul. I'm trying to keep it cute. I know I said I wasn't buying any more till November. Just don't trust that from me at all, ever, okay? But yes, those are all the books that I got. If you want me to like speed any of those to the top of my TBR, let me know and I'll do so, and I'll film a reading vlog for you guys. I am really like re-energized about reading right now, so hopefully you like this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and I will do more like it. Please don't have me at Barnes and Noble on the time, okay? Please. If you have not already subscribed, please consider doing so before moving on. I film all the bookish things, and I thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.